Hello everyone, in today's video we'll talk about 11 top tips for going off-grid solar systems. Off-grid solar systems, often referred to as stand-alone power systems, work by generating electricity from solar panels and using it to charge a battery bank or a charge controller. The electricity is then converted using an inverter so that it can power your home or business appliance. By storing the electricity in a battery bank, it is possible to run your home exclusively from solar energy, even at night or during times when there is less than optimal sun exposure. If you have the option of going an off-grid solar system, it's worth considering the pros and cons as opposed to staying connected to the grid. Of course, you may be forced to go off-grid due to the remote location of your property, but that's not the topic of this video. What we are gonna dig into today is 11 top tips for going an off-grid solar system. We hope these tips can help you avoid making some costly mistakes. Okay, let's start. Tip number 1. Remember, safety first. Don't go above 100 amperages for your off-grid solar system. There are too many problems and too much danger with using high current. If you make a mistake with that much current, you can seriously injure yourself or even kill yourself or burn down your properties. You can still start a fire with less current, but there is a reason why almost all charge controllers on the market maximum out at 80 amperages. Also, deep cycle solar batteries don't like to provide high current as starter batteries do. They just aren't built the same way and the voltage will sag under high load. However, the inverter has the voltage range that it will operate within. If the battery bank voltage drops too low, the inverter will shut itself off. So if you need more power, to increase the voltage will be an option, for example from 12 volt to 24 volt or 48 volt. Tip number 2. Use the highest system voltage. Most people start exploring off-grid solar with a system voltage of 12 volts. 12 volts is very common, and that makes things easy because there are lots of choice of batteries, inverters, chargers, and devices such as light bulbs that can use 12 volt DC. However, 12 volts suffers badly from voltage drop. Voltage drop is the voltage that is lost between the power source and the detonation load because of the resistance. In other words, the more resistance from wires and connectors, the less usable voltage you will have to work with. There are two ways around this. One of them is to increase the system voltage. For example, if you are transferring 60 amperages over a 15 feet 8 gauge wire at 12 volts, you lose 1.13 volts or 9.42% of your power. By increasing your system voltage to 24 volts, you will decrease the percentage of voltage drop by half, which is 4.71%, rising again to fully able to cut the voltage drop percent by 1/4 compared to 12 volts. So as you can see, you are still losing 1.13 volts in the equation, but it's much less of a big deal when you are running 24 volts or 48 volts. Tip number 3. Buy the biggest, fattest wire you can afford. This is the other way around the voltage drop because heavier gauge wire has less resistance than smaller gauge wire. This will also allow you to add capacity or upgrade in the future for unanticipated needs. Anyhow, there's nothing worse than realizing you have to buy more wire a year or two down the line because you cheap out or didn't plan ahead. Tip number 4. Always overbuild your solar system. You may find many professionals show you how to calculate what you are gonna need as far as solar panels and batteries for your off-grid solar system. The math is important, but in the real world there are so many variables you can't ideally account for, and you end up sometimes with an underperforming system. When an off-grid solar system underperforms, that leaves you either in the dark or you have to run a generator to supplement. So we would recommend always adding in at least 20 to 30% of extra solar panels and batteries for your solar system. Tip number 5. Skip the sun tracking systems. Tracking systems do a great job and will be able to increase energy production, but you get a lot more bang for your buck by investing in more solar panels for your off-grid solar systems than you will in a solar tracker. Not only that, but it's also a mechanical system that is prone to failure, and it's almost guaranteed not to last the same 25 years or more as your solar panels will. Tip number 6. Make your solar panels accessible. Do yourself a huge favor and if possible, have your solar panels installed where you can get to them easily. Remember that you need to clean them from time to time. It's also a smart idea for the routine maintenance that your off-grid solar system will require. Tip number 7. Put a battery monitor. A battery monitor is a handy device that provides vital information about the status of your battery bank. It can help you stay on top of maintenance and alert you to possible problems with the off-grid solar system. All of these data are critical, especially when you first make a move to going off the grid. It will allow you to keep track of your accumulated ampere hours for monitoring your energy use. Tip number 8. Make a move to more efficient appliance. The last thing you want with an off-grid solar system is to waste energy needlessly. That's exactly the result if you don't make a move from incandescent to LED lights. Upward of 90% of the energy the thermal type receives goes toward heating them. We suggest skipping the compact fluorescent lamp because of the risk of holding them. Instead, go for the best option with the best return of investment. Tip number 9. Get a backup generator. One reason that people make a move to go off the grid is the freedom to power their homes in the way they want. Unfortunately, nothing is infallible, including an off-grid solar system. So weather is an unpredictable element to the mix that you shouldn't ignore. That's why we strongly urge you to get a backup generator as part of your installation. Tip number 10. Wash your solar panels regularly. Over time, your solar panels will collect dust, bird poop, and pollen, decreasing the power output dramatically. We found that you can lose over 30% of the power you are supposed to get from your solar panels within just a few weeks of installing them. Rain won't help take care of your solar panels, but we found out that you actually have to wash them by hand. So set a schedule and use some sort of non-abrasive brush and soapy water several times during the season to clean off your solar panels. Tip number 11. Stay current with the technology. You don't have to delve too far in the solar power technology to realize that it's in flux. You only have to look at how the prices have dropped in recent years to know that things are changing. That's good for you because it means that you get a better value for your money. We'd also say to stay flexible with off-grid solar systems to take advantages of the ones as they happen. After all, an off-grid solar system is a work in progress. Going off the grid is an excellent way to take control of your energy needs that puts you in charge. You control your costs by managing the installation and the components of the system. The essential thing to remember is that your household must be smart about its electricity usage to make the most of your investment. After all, that's likely one reason you decided to go solar. Hope this video is kind of helpful. If you need any premium solar panels, please visit our website coolenergy.com and look into the product page. Probably you'll get a surprise there. If you like this video, please click the like button and share it. Thank you for your time.